content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences.
62 years old.
Man.
What has he done?
Overrated?
What titles has he won?
He had a bird.
Oh! Nikki Bella, speaking of terrible news, she has herniated disc.
Oh, good for her. Wait, what? You
think he said he needed a mashka?
He needed a mashka. He needed a mashka a lot, you know what I'm saying? Then to spit out water and flex his tits on camera. Triple H has tits?
Oh, yeah.
Men have
big
tits.
One.
They got some tatas.
I mean, Kofi does.
She had a lot of junk in the trunk. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I think anybody born before the 1970s knows what you're saying.
To license
The music.
What?
I just got a text from Miguel.
Yeah?
And he says, guys, I'm home.
Here's your headline.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host Tony Diaz along with Mimi Goody.
Shalom.
And the third wheel, Rich Serrano III.
Hey people!
And our intern, Miguel Cole. Hello. Where is he?
He's not here.
What do you mean he's not here?
He hasn't gotten back yet.
Oh. How long does it take for a bus ride from Las Vegas to New York? Oh, that's going to take a while, isn't it?
3 days.
No, it take like 3-4 days. It shouldn't be a week.
I haven't heard anything from him yet. So he said I did get a text from him saying he was on his way home, but I haven't
all right.
heard anything other than that.
So I guess you're going to be manning the sound effects.
Yeah. What else is new?
Just
taking out the slack.
All right, so of course we got this weekend. We have the WWE Stomping Grounds pay-per-view points game. It feels like it's been a while since we played.
Yeah, I mean,
jeez, I don't even know who's the current champion. Who's the current champion? I don't even remember. It's been that long. My God.
That's a perplexing question right there.
Anyway, yeah, it is. But anyway, so we got that. We got Raw, SmackDown, and NXT POV, Mamma Mia's. Of course, we got we're switching things up a little bit this week. We're going to try it. And then if you guys want to do it too, hey, it's all that much better. We have a new rating system. Basically what we do is on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we give each match and each segment longer than 5 minutes, a rating. You know, I mean, unless it was a really good segment in promo or whatever that was under 5, yeah, go ahead, give it a rating. But we doing it by stars. So 1 star, even a half a star you can do. If it was really, really bad, yeah, a half a star is the lowest. Obviously, the highest is 5 stars. And then basically what you do is you rate each match, each promo, and then at the end of it, at the end of the show, all you do is add all those up and however many, like if you did 4 matches, just divide that by 4, and then there you go. You got your rating. If it's at a 0.5, then you leave it at 3.5 or whatever it is. But if it's like 3.4, you got to bring it down to the 3. If it's over 3.5, anything above 5, then go up to the next one. So it would go up to 4. So not that hard, not that complicated. We're going to give it a shot this week and see how we go, and just to, spice things up a little bit.
Totally original idea.
It is. It really is.
We came up with it ourselves. No one else is doing this.
No one else is doing this. That's absolutely right. Love the sarcasm. But anyway, so now, again, we're going to change up with the Facebook poll, and hater comment of the week is going to be integrated into the hot tag news of the week. which obviously it is about Sasha Banks. So just a lot of different opinions on it. Even the percentage was close. So we're going to go straight into the news, and then as normal, and then the hot tag news will be integrated with the Facebook poll. So if there's a hater comment in there, hey, we'll throw it out there. So with that being said, Rick, get the news, man.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays.
Oh, wow.
All right, one of the most overrated Hall of Famers of all time, Coco Beware.
How is he overrated?
62 years
Oh,
old.
man.
What
How
has
is
he done?
overrated?
What titles has he won?
He had a bird.
Oh!
He was very entertaining.
Wow, Rick. That
Power
is
Driver
mean.
song was good, I guess.
Yeah. Come on, give him some credit, man.
I mean, Owen Hart and Bulldog are still not in. So
That's
until
true.
then, he ain't
But we
getting...
know the story behind that, though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
So, I mean,
Well-
you can't blame Coco Beware because of that.
Word.
Can I blame Hillbilly Jim then?
Okay, blame Bill. Okay, that, yeah. All right, we'll do
Don't
that.
go messing with a country boy.
A country boy.
Don't go messing with a country boy. Country boy.
Don't go messing with a country boy. I don't even know the damn words. That was
That's
terrible.
about it. Yeah, that was it. Do you remember Don West from
No.
TNA?
No,
He
I
was
do
a
not.
commentator. Well, he turns 56 years old.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Still don't know who he is, but
All right. Well, with that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. Tony, I'm about to piss you off.
why?
Kofi Kingston
Oh Lord.
has the grapefruits, the audacious. I don't even know what else to say. He has the balls to say that him and Dolph Ziggler are Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels.
Get the. Are you serious?
He says that their rivalry is like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
Wow. Yeah, that's
That is funny.
That is funny. That's a big wow. No, I don't see it. I mean, where? What? What? No.
Not even close.
Not even close. Jesus Christ! They had one match,
I mean,
and it's already he's comparing that. No.
well, over the years they've had, Dolph took
terrible.
the U.S. title from Kofi. Dolph also took the Intercontinental title from Kofi.
Well.
So I guess throughout their careers they were going back and forth, but still, that is just ridiculous.
It's beyond ridiculous.
It's
You know what it is? It's
Churlish.
churlish,
belongs
and it
in the
needs to go in the toilet.
Oh man,
No, I'm not having that.
nah, it's haberdasherous.
Oh,
Ooh, haberdasher.
haberdashers.
Interesting.
My God.
All
Terrible.
right. Yeah.
Ah.
Nikki Bella, speaking of
Hi.
terrible news,
Nikki.
she has herniated discs.
Oh,
and
good for
a
her. Wait, what?
She has not her tatas.
Oh, okay.
Something serious, Tony.
Sorry.
Exactly.
She has a
I
herniated
thought-
disc
All right.
and a cyst
Sorry.
on her brain.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And
Oh,
her
wow.
in-ring career is
It's
over.
done. Yep.
Yeah.
She
So-
is all done. Yeah.
So I mean, how does one get a cyst on the brain?
Mimi,
You know,
all on you.
I don't know. How do you get a cyst in the brain? It's just bad luck, I guess.
Really? Have you ever performed surgery for that? Really? And what's that? I mean, like, what's it entail? I mean,
I mean, it's a long surgery, but it depends where it's at in the brain.
Bummer.
Hopefully, it's benign.
okay.
You
Wow.
know,
Well, you know what? Hey, we made a lot of. Wait, who got it? Nikki.
Nikki.
Or-
Nikki.
Nikki. Ooh, wow. Damn, that poor girl. She
she can't get a break.
She can't catch a break, man. What the hell? Wow. All right. Well, hey. Hopefully it'll be a successful surgery, and she
Prayers
can get back on her
are for
feet.
you.
But she does need to stay away from the ring, though.
Yeah.
That time is done. That time was done.
I mean, they're making a lot of money doing other things outside of the business anyway.
They got their little brand, right?
Well, yeah.
The Bella brand or some shit.
It's the Bella brand and Birdie.
Good Lord.
Birdie B clothing.
They got wine? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember seeing that on one of the episodes. Wow, they really went through with the heck. Good for them.
Their YouTube thing is big. I mean, come on. You got a lot going on.
Hey, yeah, sure.
They retired what last year, anyways.
Well, when was Evolution? That was last year, wasn't it?
Last year, yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that is all I have for the news. Tony.
All right. Rumors. The increased TV time for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson lately is speculated the duo have re-signed with the WWE.
Yay.
So, yay. Jesus. The WWE is keeping the mystery referee for the Seth Rollins Baron Corbin match at Stomping Grounds a secret until the day of the show, just to increase interest. I mean,
interesting.
I was just like flipping up and down, oh my god.
It's going to be Tony Diaz.
Diaz, yeah, exactly.
Yes,
he was the only one written for it. Oh my god. And finally, Rusev has been gone from TV. You know why?
Why?
He just asked for time off.
Oh.
That was it. He was like, you know what? I need some time off. Let me get some time off.
You think he said he needed a mashka?
He needed a mashka. He needed a mashka a lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. And that's it. That's all I got for rumors.
All right, on to the injuries. Lars Sullivan suffered a knee injury and can be out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, they're saying that he will not be back until 2020.
How did he injure himself?
I don't know. It's got to be with the
Lucha House Party.
It has to be. Because the thing of it is, I mean, nothing against Lars Sullivan. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's one of probably, he can get up there if he wanted to, but I just think in a fast-paced match to go with the Lucha House Parties, those guys are fast. Almost like Ricochet. They like to go fast.
Like bing, 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 bing,
bing, bing, bing. And I just think it was too much. I really do. So
yeah, they dragged the hell out of it too.
Exactly. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's weird. Yeah.
Well, that is all we have for the news, rumors, and injuries.
Ooh. So the hot tag news of the week is not really. It wasn't really like happening this week, but it was just things I saw here and there, and that I felt that nobody was really talking about it. And it's just the disappearance of Sasha Banks. She hasn't been on TV since WrestleMania. And then there's been like conflicting stories about that she was mad because they should have been tag team champions. And then another story was that she was having a tantrum backstage at WrestleMania, laying on the floor and just screaming out stupid shit. There was another incident, apparently, that Sasha Banks was upset because she wanted to go for the women's title and they didn't want her to. There was a lot of shit going on. The bottom line is that she has not been seen since WrestleMania. Apparently, she did a gig for the new game coming out soon. But that was about it. She's been putting like cryptic tweets saying about leaving to go to another company, and she commented on AEW's pay-per-view with the women's match, saying something about women's wrestling is great or something like that. Just being, in my opinion, being obnoxious. Now, here was the poll. The poll was, do you guys agree with Sasha Banks' actions lately, or do you disagree? Comment below. A lot of people comment. Some were good, some were bad. What do you guys think before I start reading into this?
Well, as I said 2 weeks ago when I discussed Sasha Banks in the Hot Tag News with Tom, you know what? That's what it was. Tom messed it all up because he spoke Canadian and no one understood.
Exactly.
God damn it. That's why.
Jesus. Cardi B.
Yeah.
Well, in his case, Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
Isn't it ironic? Wait, did she sing that? She did? No? Oh, well.
It's iconic!
It's iconic!
Alright, when it comes to Sasha Banks, I just feel like the whole cryptic stuff, I think she's just going along with the ride. I don't think there's a lot of truth to what's happening with this whole thing. I think she's just playing around with the audience and going along with things. I don't think she's having issues with the WWE. I think she's taking time off. I think they're building something for her for SummerSlam, and that's it. I know she changed her Instagram name to Mercedes, which is her real name.
But that was the other thing too, is that, I mean, Rusev did the same thing too. Like he took, remember it was like WWE Rusev or something like that. He took the WWE out and calls himself something Rusev. So who knows?
Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, if she's upset, she's upset. At the end of the day, you're still in the contract. So
absolutely right. So before I go to you, Mimi, I'm gonna read some comments first. Jazzy J, she says she needs to finish what she started and then leave.
What did she start?
Wrestling. She's meaning like her contract. Finish out your contract, then leave, just like Jon Moxley did, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose. Satin Dent, she says, why y'all still talking about Sasha Banks? You saw how ghetto I sounded?
I know.
I did the head tilt and everything. My God. All right. She said, why y'all still talking about Sasha Banks? She hasn't even spoken on the matter. Mind y'all business and get a life.
What?
Jesus Christ.
But this is our business.
Write her down, man. She might
What's
be
her
this
name?
hater Satin, Satin, Dents, Dents. I think she might be hater comment. But anyway, Charles Bruns, he said Satin Dents because she's still a currently contracted WWE superstar and we're members of the WWE Universe.
Go boyfriend.
Right? And then he went on to say, but I don't care about her. Same with CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Oh, fuck him.
Jay Howell, he says, I agree with her. If you're not happy, try and get out. If she was a guy, people would have a different view on things. It's no different than Luke Harper or Pac. So, all right.
Oh, he's right about that.
Yeah. But then you gotta look at Dean Ambrose. He did the right thing. He was not happy. He didn't pitch a fit. He didn't say, I'm not gonna do a couple things. But they just didn't make sense. But he finished out his contract.
But who's saying that she's not finishing out her contract?
She hasn't been on TV.
That doesn't mean that she's not finishing out her contract.
She's not doing it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Number two is Rick, I'm sorry, but look at CM Punk.
Yeah.
He was unhappy. He bitched about it. He did, they gave him the platform. He took it. They tried to take it away. And when they took it away, that was it. He stopped being on TV until his contract was up.
Yeah. But I don't know. It kind of makes you look bad, though, because you really think WWE is going to bring him back anytime soon? No. They're not. They're not. It's just...
They would if he came... That's the thing, though. They would take him back.
They would.
As long as Triple H is there, I don't think they would. As long as Triple H is there.
It's what's best for business.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Todd Lang, he says, in my opinion, WWE did this to themselves. It's entertainment. I don't honestly take it too seriously, but I sure wish it was better entertainment. He said, the PG era, Susan G. Coleman and turning the ropes pink for women's rights, yet going to, this was his explanation on why he thinks WWE ruined it. The ropes pink for women's rights, yet go to Abu Dhabi, where the women aren't allowed to wrestle at all and kiss their ass. Triple H burying Jinder Mahal in his home soil for no other reason than to spit out water and flex his tits on camera. Triple H has tits?
Oh, yeah.
Men have
big
tits.
One.
They got some tatas.
I mean, Kofi does.
Well, he's got the side boobs going.
Yeah, exactly. He got side tetas.
Good lord. All right. So, what was he saying? Not having a single adult character that's relatable in any way to a real adult. People are fighters but act like they are auditioning for Glee. Horrible announcing with no feeling whatsoever. Remember Howard Finkel? Listen to what life he brought to it. I go on and on. So, he's got a good point.
He does.
Yeah,
got a battle.
You got a good point, eh?
He got a little point there, So, Bees Givey. Alrighty then. He says, give her the release already. Creative in the WWE obviously don't know what they're doing. Trevor Campbell responded to him and says, why? What do WWE gets out of it? Oh, here, I'll release you from this contract that you signed because you're having a suck. That's okay. Is that a word? Sure, let's make it a word. About having to do your job. The main grievance of Sasha Banks is that they were splitting her and Bayley up, but they were never a good tag team to begin with. Always look clunky when double teaming. Carrie and Asuka have better tag team chemistry, and they have been together for what? A handful of matches? He went on to say that Billy and Peyton have worked their asses off to improve. See, I like this guy. To improve both in the ring and as characters. They are the perfect heels. And when Asuka and Carrie eventually beat them up, the crowd will be happy. The titles are new and should be put on the team, on a tag team with, tag team chemistry. Should have been on the Iconics from day one. Wow. As for Asuka, no, she shouldn't have gone over in her Mania match. WWE botched her booking after that, but undefeated streaks take the unpredictability out of wrestling. Let's say Asuka goes over. No one believes Carmella, Mandy Rose, or anyone like that is going to end the undefeated streak of Asuka. But after Mania, she's been beaten before. Maybe it could happen again. So Breeze Kiwi, he responded back saying, they're not a good tag team. That's why they should never been attacked him and her in the first place. Sasha did her thing with Charlotte, but Becky and Bayley at that time wasn't even a consideration for a title run. Then to add to the fact that the tag titles was something new and they wanted to solidify their spot, Creative thought it was a good idea to take it from them, to give it to the Iconics. So I don't blame her for wanting out of her contract. And speaking of Asuka, look what they did to her. Another victim to Charlotte when she had won that match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. That was an awfully big debate.
Got him.
Yeah, pretty much. What did you guys think of that statement?
The Sasha Banks thing she is really good. Her and Bayley were a good tag team. They were great together. Yes.
I think they were a good tag team. They had the chemistry, but I agree that they should not have gotten the belts. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because no, I hear you.
You're still putting the same women over
on TV.
On TV over and over again. There are so many other women.
But now that you said that though, isn't Sasha Banks in that category of being on TV, except for being on WrestleMania? Being gone since WrestleMania, but wasn't she part of that group too? Mm-hmm. So I mean,
and I can understand, her having a hissy fit, and we don't know what happens behind closed doors, or only what we see in the rumor mills. But if she's unhappy, finish up your contract,
and get the
fuck out.
Yeah.
But at the same token, is who are we or anybody else to criticize it? I mean, fucking CM Punk did it.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be the best of the world.
He was!
Mark Rushton, he said, don't care. It's better that she's gone. I don't like her as a person, and mostly she has never said sorry for ending Paige's career publicly. In what world do you kick someone in the back, spine, who's not long back from neck injuries?
Alright, bro, you don't know Sasha personally, so you can't say that you don't like her as a person. She did it on purpose. And you don't know, and she did it by accident, and she doesn't have to apologize publicly, because again, all she has to do is apologize to Paige, and I'm sure she did that. So, mind your business.
Marilyn Perez says, I don't agree, but I also don't want to see her back. Where's that option? Craig Cone, he said, she thinks she's better than she is. She cries at every moment she's entitled. She couldn't tie Eddie's boots. Damn. Okay.
Who could?
Nobody.
That's true.
Oh.
Excuse me? Yeah, right? Arian Graggett, he said, she's ungrateful. Somebody responded. He said, seriously now? Seriously? So then he responded back, how? I shouldn't have to explain this. And then Rashid Sims says, dude, you're a fucking moron. Like I said, this argument went on for a while. I'm not going to read it all, but it went on for a while. I was like, good Lord. Jesus. Michael James Churchill says, I can care less about Sasha Banks. Without her around, Bayley became SmackDown champion. And that's what a lot of people said, too. So.
Ow.
Yeah. Mark King, he said, who cares? Fuck WWE. Do what makes you happy. God, man. Oh, Jesus. There was one that I saw, and I thought it was, like, perfect. I don't know where it is.
You should have highlighted it.
I should have, but it's hard to. Oh, my Lord. There is no way that putting the SmackDown Women's title on Bayley wasn't meant as a big fuck you to Sasha.
No, I disagree.
No,
really?
Yeah,
Really? You don't agree to that?
No.
I do. Willis Wheeler, he says, I don't feel sorry for her rude ass at all. That is why they did that skit on Raw with Bayley and Bliss, talking about Bayley don't take pictures with fans. That is a shot towards Bayley.
Oh, yeah.
That was a shot at Sasha because that shit is true. I see that happen more than once. Wow. If Sasha didn't take pictures with her fans she wouldn't have more of them than most people WWE employs. I don't know what that means.
She'll have more fans than WWE employs.
Yeah. Oh, this was the comment. Nick Kern, he said, bet she's also running around saying, I'm Snoop Dogg's cousin, and they treat me like this? Good. Messed up. All right. I appreciate everybody commenting on it. There was a lot of comments, and it was pretty much back and forth. So what do you guys think on the poll? Who do you think was the one was totally agree, and the other was do not get back to work? Which one you think?
What was the question again?
It was, do you guys agree with Sasha Banks' actions lately, or you disagree? So agree or do not agree, get back to work.
I agree with her, but I'm sure everybody said disagree.
Mimi?
And I'm the same with Rick. I agree with her.
I don't agree with her.
If you're unhappy...
No, hold on. Mm-mm. Wait a minute. Stop. Hold the phone.
No.
Time out.
No.
Correct.
I'm not going to hold the phone.
Yes.
I don't want to hold the phone.
Hold the phone.
I was. Anyway, this is how I look at it. The way she acted, can you guys do that at your job? No. Rick, you work at a school. Can you act like that at your job?
I mean, I've gotten away with a lot.
I plead the fifth.
Mimi, you signed a contract.
I know.
To work at this hospital, and they paid you big bucks. Mm-hmm. Would you act like her?
I'm acting like her now.
No, but you're not fired. But you still finish. But you still got to go to work every day.
I still go to work every day.
Have you not gone to work and said, fuck
I go to work every single day.
Rick, have you gone to work?
But I don't.
Because if you don't go to work, what will happen?
If you don't see her on TV, doesn't mean
matter.
that she's not going to work.
Yeah,
she's not there.
But you just said that she was doing the video game stuff too.
She was sent to go do that.
Yeah.
But then look at her. No, but you look at her
working.
Twitter. She's at the beach. She's at her house. She's doing all sorts of shit at home. She's not at work.
Rusev.
Nah, well, it's because he asked for it off. That's the difference.
But the thing is that okay, they send you to go do this video game thing. Then you got fucking plenty of time to go to the beach, to fix your house, to do whatever.
I'm talking about that. She did all that before that. She got sent to the video game.
How do you know?
Because I read it.
Just because you read it on the internet don't mean it's true.
And
I'm just letting you know.
Shit. I don't agree with it. You're on a contract. If they ask you to do something, you just do it. Period.
And I'm pretty sure she has, but
period.
She's still gonna,
because, like I said,
have a hissy fit.
I look back at what Dean Ambrose did. He did it the correct way. There was a lot of things he did not agree with,
right?
But he still did it. Mm-hmm. Okay, he just did it. He's like, all right, you know what? This is my game plan is to just do what the fuck they ask, and then when I'm done. I can still leave and do wherever the fuck I want. Because think about what they did. They did a final thing. Oh, this is final. They even announced it on TV. How many times have you heard somebody's contract being up and they're announcing it? We're going to miss you, Dean. And his wife even still works at the company. Okay? He did it professionally, and he did it with respect.
Right.
Because He's smart. Don't let him fool you. He's a very smart guy.
Don't underestimate that trailer trash.
I mean, because think about it this way too. WWE offered him a lot of money to stay with the company, and he didn't because of reasons of creative and things like that. And if you heard on I think it was
Jericho's
podcast, that he said, there was a lot of things I did not agree with. It was hard to try to get what my creative, what they threw at me, and then I would disagree with it. It was hard for me to prove them why I disagree with it.
Right.
So that's why I decided to leave. He didn't tell them that. He didn't have to, but he still had airtime. Even when they knew he was leaving, he still had TV time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was he used properly? No, they fucked him over big time. And that's always the case, too. When you're almost out the door, when your contract's almost done and you're not re-signed, that's what they're going to do to you. You got to do the job.
Right.
So when he did leave, you got to do. So when he did leave, it was a shock to everybody that he went to AEW. That is the smart way of doing it. With Sasha Banks, it just looks like she's more of a fucking brat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, I've seen her in interviews where she acts like she's all that in the bag of chips. She's, and this ain't coming from just the internet. These are coming from other wrestlers who've seen her like this. It's like, you don't know, bitch. You're okay. Honestly, in my opinion, she's not the greatest women's wrestler out there. Not. She's okay. But, she act like she's on a whole different level. And some of these comments that these people said, I agree with them. Mm-hmm. She probably does walk around. Well, I'm Snoop Dogg's cousin. Da-da-da. See, I brought him in and he sang for me walking down to WrestleMania. Da-da-da. I mean, seriously. There are people like that. And then, come on, also not taking pictures with fans, too, and being a bitch about it. Yeah. That's not true. Come on, that was on video.
That was on video.
He absolutely is. He absolutely is that way, too. But he's still employed. He still gets TV time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
He hasn't been on TV in a while.
Well, no, he was just
Super Showdown. That was it.
Super Showdown. All right, so that is any last things about this before we close it off?
But the thing is, the difference is with Randy Orton and Cardi B, please forgive me. I'm going to talk nice about Randy Orton. He's a fucking heel.
Yeah.
He's always been a heel.
That's true.
Okay. So if he's out there and he's been, he wants these people to hate him.
I agree with that because Chris Jericho was like that too.
Exactly.
When Chris Jericho was a heel, he played that heel role outside of TV.
How about when we saw him in Glens Falls, remember?
Yeah.
When he was really saying that nasty things to us. It was so good, right? Wasn't it?
It was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what I mean? Beautiful. Like he was arguing with us and telling us, shut up, you stupid idiot. Yep. But you know what I mean? So I
just love getting disrespected.
I know, so did I. But you know what I mean? And what's his name? Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
When he was being a heel at the time and you were arguing him.
Oh, yeah,
here in Las Cruces. Yep. He was like, oh, yeah, your wife is easy.
Yeah.
All this other
she looks it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. She said, she look easy.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean? So they're heels, they acted. With Sasha Banks, she wasn't a heel.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Again, we don't know everything. I don't know. I mean, we'll probably never know.
I'm in, I'm torn. I'm in the middle.
You know what?
I'm in the middle because I don't know everything.
The person who would know would be Bayley. Bayley would know because she's the one there.
Well, then call her up, Tony.
And think about it. I know, right? And think about it this way too. They put the belt on her. You know what I'm saying? What, is she not gonna say no?
Exactly.
Listen, we're thinking about putting the belt on you. You know what I'm saying? What is she gonna? No, because you guys weren't fair to Sasha. So I don't want the belt.
Exactly.
Hell no. She was like, yes, put that shit on me.
Well, not only that is that Bayley got left behind when they all went up to the main roster.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I mean?
That is true too. But again, too, you look at Bayley's attitude, compare that to Sasha Banks' attitude. Bailey has always had a good attitude about the spot that she's in, her wrestling skills, her the way she is with the fans. She's always been professional at the point to where that's a prime example. She does what she's told, right? Because they're the ones that pay her bills,
and it's like her and what the fuck her name is, Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
they don't care if they're on top of the world or they're mid card, as long as they're wrestling in front of the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Granted, who doesn't want to be on top of the world?
Yeah.
You know, but they're okay with stepping back and letting somebody else step forward.
Yep. I agree. So, the results of the poll. It was 57% says, I do not agree. Get back to work. Damn. 43% says, no, I totally agree. So, it was close.
Yeah.
It was close. And, hey, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? Maybe she is on vacation. We don't know. But
but Tony's making the rumor and he's assuming.
No, I'm not assuming. I know. All right, so now that is it. Hater comment was, what's her name? Satin Dents. She's definitely hater comment with that. It's like, Jesus, man, we're asking the question. No need to be all negative. Rick, do the damn honors.
All right, and if Miguel was here, he would probably say, Satin, hater alert. But he's not here, so.
Wow, that sounded just like him. Holy shit. Wow, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was pretty good. You know, all right, so now let's get on to Raw notes. All right, Raw starts out with Elias. He said he will be the ref for this weekend's pay-per-view. Then out of nowhere, Seth comes out and nails Elias with a chair. He kept on hitting him. Seth said to Baron, choose wisely. A quick opening for Raw, 2 minutes, which was shocking to me. I was like, okay. But then they went. Did they go to commercial? I don't even remember. Anyway, The Miz comes out. Elias is still in the ring. And, no, actually, I think they did go to commercial. I think they did, because when they come back, The Miz came out, and then he gave Elias skull crushing finale. Lashley comes out, and then he spears Elias. Cesaro comes out, and he gives Elias the swing. And then Ricochet comes out, and he gives him a double knee to the face. Braun comes out, he gives him the running power slam. I'm like, Jesus, man. To me, that was funny, but it was a funny segment, but it still had some action in it. It was only 10 minutes in to Raw, and all this happened, and they went into the match, which I thought was good because they did less talking and more action. A little bit of talking, a lot more action. That's where I was coming from. The opening was 2 minutes of them talking and bullshit, and then all that action happened. I thought it was a good opening for Raw, so I gave it a 4. It was 10 minutes. I gave that rating of 4 stars because I loved that opening because it had me on my feet. It had me on the edge of my seat. So, Rick, you going to say something?
I just don't understand why Seth Rollins beating people with chairs is a face thing to do. And because, I'm going to explain to you why. Because he's going to have to fight Brock eventually. So they're trying to make him be more like a Stone Cold Steve Austin-ish type character where he just doesn't care and he's going to fight and do what he can to win. That's how I saw it. Yeah, except
but I hear what you're saying.
Like, I'm sick of everything. I'm going to hit you with a chair. I'm Universal Champion. I'm Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh my God, he sounded just like him. Wow, unbelievable. All right, so it ends up being a match for it was The Miz versus Lashley versus Ricochet versus Braun to see who will face Samoa Joe at Breaking Ground.
Stomping Ground.
So this was a good match. I thought it was really good. The winner was Ricochet, and I'm not even mad about it.
Nope. I'm just mad about how they eliminated Braun. I think Braun should have been the first eliminated.
But the way they eliminated it, I had no problem with it, though. That's the way to eliminate him. So, I mean, because you seriously think Ricochet could eliminate him by himself.
No, absolutely not. That's why I think
happen.
all
Yeah.
4 guys should have attacked him in the beginning and took him out.
Right, yeah. But eventually that was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
You kind of knew that was going to happen. But like I said, this match was good. It was 14 minutes long. After the match, Samoa attacks Ricochet, which made it even more better because it told the story and it's going to keep continuing on to SmackDown. On to Stomping Ground. So I gave this match a 4. I thought it was pretty good. Becky Lynch promo. Lacey Evans comes out. She just slams Lacey. What? Now I got a question. Why does Becky does that thing with her lips after she's done talking? You know, when she goes, so why don't you come out here and then I'll show you, I'll kick your ass. She does that with her lips. You never noticed
She
that?
licks her lips.
She lips her lips real quick. Licks her lips. Licks her lips.
She licks her lips.
She licks her lips.
But you know what? That's
God.
a lot of the. I've noticed that a lot of Irish fighters, like if you look at Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah.
when the Irishman comes out and they're arguing,
But they don't do that.
Yeah, they were.
I never noticed that.
They were. They
Really?
licked their lips like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you.
Like, I know
not-
this is not wrestling related, but like Joe from Impractical Jokers, he does that. If you ever notice, a few episodes he'll do that. You know, like he does something crazy, he'll do that. I'm like, ew, stop that. But Becky Lynch does it all the time. Every time she's finishing something,
LL Cool J does it all the time.
it's
too.
like like that. I'm like, the hell? You never noticed that?
No, I never.
No. Now we
You
have to
will
look
now.
at him.
So.
Thanks, Tony.
But I gave this segment a 2.5 stars. It wasn't really the greatest. It was pretty much down the middle going into Stomping Ground. So, Seth Rollins, he hit Corbin with the chair during the interview. Okay. Daniel Bryan promo. Wasn't really that long. Didn't give it nothing. The Viking Raiders versus 2 jobbers. Winning was the Viking Raiders. I gave this a 2.5 stars only because I'm impressed with that bigger guy. I don't know his name. The real big one.
Ivan
Yeah, something like that. He's really good. He is really, really good.
And he can move for a
And
big
he can
guy.
move for a big guy. And that's the only reason why I gave it that rating. Then there was the R-Truth chase. Then there was the Shane segment. Drew beating the crap out of Heath. Why did they go through all that for? I don't know. Too much Shane. Then it was a Kevin and Sammy show with Baron Corbin announcing that EC3 will be the special guest referee. EC3 comes out and gets attacked by Seth. Then the New Day comes out. Why?
Too much New Day.
Why?
Too much New Day.
It's
Yeah.
I'm over it.
So
it.
Baron
Too much
challenges
set,
the New
too, by
Day.
the way.
And too much. For this, yeah. So this segment, because it was longer than 5 minutes, I gave it a 1 star. I did not like it at all. The New Day versus Corbin, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, 2 out of 3 falls. The winner was New Day. This week was about 2 out of 3 falls because they
Yeah,
did
are
the
you
same
joking?
shit on
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Like,
You know?
what are you,
Yeah.
drunk?
But the match was okay. It was pretty decent, so I gave it a 3 stars. Paul Heyman promo. It was about a 4-minute promo, but I still gave it a rating of 1.5. It wasn't his best. It wasn't his best
He
at all.
hasn't been at his best for a month.
I agree. Then Seth attacked Eric Young for just thinking about being in the match. Then it was the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson. Prior to that, there was an interview at the back with AJ Styles and them and saying, AJ's telling him, you haven't won in a while. What the hell's going on with you guys? But what I thought was interesting during this match was that Michael Cole mentioned that Gallows and Anderson were IWGP Tag Team Champions. But they did win the Raw Tag Team Champions. He didn't mention that, which I thought was interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
No. Maybe. I don't know. The winners are Usos. It was just a 2-minute match. I gave it a rating of 2 only because they did, within that 2 minutes, they did a lot.
They did.
But it wasn't all that great. So I gave it a 2. Then there was a Roman promo. Shane cuts in from the screen. Then Roman goes to where Shane is. Roman's fighting a revival. Then he walks in the room, fights Drew. Shane runs. He chases Shane. They're fighting. That was about a 7-minute segment in itself. I dug it because it just goes to... Now, I know I've been complaining a lot that Shane is too much Shane. Yes, but I like this segment because you wanted him to beat the shit out of Shane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you talk about his kids.
Yeah. So I gave this segment about a 3.5 stars. It wasn't that bad. I did dig it. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus the Iconics with Bayley at ringside. The winner was the Iconics, finally. It was a 3-minute match, but I gave it a 2.5 stars. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. It was all right. Then there was the Firefly Funhouse. What'd you guys think of this? Do you think it's time Bray Wyatt appears or what?
It's time. It's been time.
But I still like I still like watching those episodes though.
No, this was amazing. This was great. It's one of the best ones they've had. Yeah. Now it's time.
It's time. Yeah, I agree. Mimi?
I agree. It's time.
Okay. So the main event, Seth versus Daniel Bryan. The winner was Seth by DQ at first, but then the New Day came out, then KO and Sammy came out, then the Revival came out, then the Usos came out. It was an all-out brawl. Restarted the match, and the winner was Seth. This was about 14 minutes long altogether. I did dig this main event.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, so I gave it a 3.5 stars. It wasn't that bad. Baron hits Seth with a chair from behind, and this is why. I was gathering all this as a whole. Beth hits him from behind, and he hits him with the End of Days, and then poses with the belt. So basically, we know Baron Corbin is not going to win at Stomping Grounds. So overall, I gave Raw a 3 stars this week. Better. They're getting there, but there was a lot they could have improved on, but I did give it 3 stars. So,
well, my overall was a 2-star.
Damn.
Yeah, my overall was a 2-star as well.
Really?
Yeah, I
shame.
Just
blasphemy.
Well, it wasn't a shame. It was because of Shane.
Because of Shane.
Because of Shane, exactly.
Shane, Rollins. Kofi Kingston.
Oh, God.
It's just. All right, I'm over it. And SmackDown was even worse. Yeah. As we will get into it.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we're going to take a quick pause for Dickos. Then when we come back, we got SmackDown Breakdown, NXT POV, and of course, WPOV, WWE, Stomping Grounds, Pay-Per-View Points Game. I can't wait.
Stomping Grounds is a terrible name.
That is a bad name. Damn. Shit. All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast, and always do it with Flair. Woo!
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
My God, yes
POV
we are.
Podcast, and Wrestling POV Global is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. They got some great t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Got some hoodies, got some bags, got some sunglasses, got some hats. I mean, you support your local indie wrestlers all around the world, and you even, what you mean?
You good.
I'm very good. I'm very good también.
Oh, the tambiéns.
Yes, something. All right, but more or less, you are really supporting us, the Wrestling POV podcast and Wrestling POV Global. Just save 10% using promo code WPOV. Help us, help you. That's it.
That's it. Just give him $5, people. That's all he wants is $5. You guys understand that, right?
Yeah.
He just wants $5. Just give him $5 and that's it.
That's it.
10%.
That's it.
And give me $5 every time you use the promo code. That's it.
That's it. Damn, man.
Something.
We gave y'all free shit for 3 years, people.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Go ahead. I'll ask the question after.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you. It's now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Are you ready?
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
Lord and Cardi B, SmackDown Live opens up with the New Day. It's just terrible.
Yep.
It's just
But
preposterous.
what's more terrible is the fact that this went 11 damn minutes long.
11 damn minutes long. And then you had Dolph. I felt like Dolph was the saving grace of this whole thing.
You know, I was about to say that too. I was about to say this was probably one of not the best promo he's done, but it was there.
No, definitely not. But
It was
it's got
good.
a lot. Yeah, he definitely made it better than what it was. But I still gave this a 1 out of 5. I mean,
I gave it a half a star.
Yeah, it was bad. It was just really bad.
It was.
I mean, then we had Dolph versus Xavier Woods.
Yep. Now, see, this match here, it was like I was looking forward to because I love Xavier Woods, and I was hoping that this is where Dolph would dominate this match. You know, going into
he's going.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because of what happened at Super Showdown, you would think that this is where Dolph needs to dominate, but instead it went back and forth, which I still didn't mind. It was 11 minutes long. I still didn't mind it at all.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good match. But like you said, if Dolph would have dominated more, it would have been a lot better. I think. So I gave it
agree.
a 2.
I gave it a 3. I liked
Okay.
it. I liked it.
You liked it in it?
I liked it.
All right, then we had Bailey on a moment of bliss.
Mm-hmm.
This whole coffee thing is getting old. But
like it.
I did dig the whole thing with Nikki Cross getting mad and like, get off of her!
Yeah.
Get off of
Now,
her!
I will tell you this. I have to put something in the book.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to tell you
let me
right
get my
now.
paper and pen.
Get your paper and pen ready. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yes, what is it?
We have to put in the book just because it's nothing bad either. That's just the thing. It's just because I want to keep saying this. Bailey's badunkadunk. Good Lord. She had them jeans on and I was just like, oh.
She could be your child.
Really? How old is she?
Like 21.
No, she's not 21. She's almost 30. Don't ruin it for me.
Come on. She got a badonky.
Donkey donk. So Bailey's badunkadunk is going in the book just so I can keep saying it because good Lord, she had she had a lot of junk in the trunk. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I think anybody born before the 1970s knows what you're saying. All right,
Awesome
with that
sauce.
being said, Bailey's badunkadunk. You just read the book.
There we go. All right.
So I gave that segment a 2.5.
I gave it a
could've been
2.
better.
I gave it a 2 only because I'm getting tired of the whole Alexa Bliss segment. She don't need it. They didn't need that segment.
I gave it a 1 because
You
of
gave
that.
it 1 because of that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, Bailey's badunkadunk gave me that half. All right. We had Andrade and Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega backstage putting her makeup on, looking all good.
Uh-huh.
And then Apollo Crews comes out and was just like, yo, I'll need you to tell Andrade that I'm looking for him. And then Andrade found him, and Andrade put the hurting on him. He was hurting.
You know, speaking of Andrade, this poor guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, man.
You heard? Now, this week his aunt passed away. This poor guy, man.
It's just,
Andrade, take some time off, brother. I mean, you know, I'll thoughts and prayers out to you, but this guy, it was like, but you know what? It just seemed, you know, he put out a tweet and he put out, now you can rest in peace with my mom and this and that. So, that, you know, it seems like he's handling it well, but good God, man. I mean, come on. How much more is, it's like, you know, unbelievable.
Yeah, he shouldn't have to go through that, but that's life sometimes. But our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family.
Absolutely.
But good news, I gave this segment a 3 because I just love the aggression that Andrade put on Apollo.
Right, I didn't give it a rating because it wasn't that long.
Well, it was long enough for me.
And if I was to put a rating on it, I would give it a 0.5.
I would have gave it about a 2.
No, because I'm sick of... Why would you put Andrade's jealous of Selena, who's his business partner,
but
not
they said
his
that.
lover?
They did say that, though.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't jealous.
No.
That's not what it is.
No, I see where you're getting at, but no, they strict, like, when all that happened, like, while it was happening, they did say that's Selena Vega's business partner, blah, blah, blah. But it was kind of weird, though, in the beginning. Are you flirting with me? You know, they could have done without that line.
That line made it seem like Andrade was jealous.
No, I do get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I think they caught on to that, and that's why they kept saying that was business partner and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Well, but it turned me off, so it's a 0.5.
For me, no, I would have gave it a 2 because it's something new.
No, it's a 0.5. It's the same freaking storyline. You have a female manager a male wrestler, and guess what? Now they're jealous. They did the same thing with the Usos and with his wife and shit.
Naomi.
They did it with the fucking Lana. I'm just tired of that fucking story. Change the goddamn story.
But you looking at it like as if it was a jealousy thing, and it wasn't.
But the thing was, the minute she said that, it turned into a jealousy
I
thing.
get what you're saying, but that's why they covered their tracks and said, no, that's a business part.
Perception is everything.
But we'll see next week.
We'll see next week. Alright. Hopefully we won't see this next week. Heavy Machinery versus the B Team. Heavy Machinery wins. That's a 1. I mean, that's just.
I gave that a 1 too.
But see, the thing of it is, they did not mention the fact. Nobody pointed out how Brandon Rowan lost to the Usos at the pay-per-view, though.
Yeah.
So how come they're not in this title picture? You know what I'm saying? But I do have to say this. I do like Heavy Machinery. I do.
I do like him too.
I think Otis is the Chris Farley of wrestling, number 1. And then I came to find out that Otis is from Chris Farley's area.
Wow. Interesting.
Isn't that what, Minnesota?
Minnesota, yes.
Michigan, something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
Starts with an M.
Yeah, one of those M's.
Pet Foley. Yes, amazing.
So, no, I gave this a 1.5 stars. I didn't really. It wasn't. I just wasn't. It just wasn't there.
Yeah, I gave it a 1. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't tickle my fancy.
Speaking of tickling, we had Shane McMahon tickling the buttholes of Drew McIntyre and Elias.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we out here?
And this was 9 minutes long, people.
It's terrible, man.
Terrible.
And then The Miz comes out with more daddy issues. I'm gonna be the one to put you to an end, Shane. Stop.
Now, is anybody really buying the Miz's shirt with his dad's picture on it?
No.
Who?
You know what? If you're wearing that shirt, take a picture of yourself and post it on our page, please, so we can make fun of you.
Yes, definitely. Because I will non-stop make fun of you. So.
No, you know what? As a matter of fact, here's the deal. If somebody out there has bought that shirt, okay? Take a picture of yourself wearing that shirt, post it on our page, and I will make it the profile picture for a week.
There you go.
How about that? There. Because I'm really curious. I'm really curious. So.
Yeah. So this segment was long.
And
yes.
and we'll take off Mrs. Daddy issues from the book.
Okay. That sounds good.
There you go.
And we'll take the Mrs. Daddy issues off the book. There we go.
And you got a week to post it.
Yes. This segment went on way too long. It was
way too
horrible.
Bad.
R-Truth comes out from under the ring.
Yeah.
R-Truth 24/7 champion.
Well,
I'm over that.
Well, the Shane McMahon promo with Elias and Drew, when they got interrupted by The Miz, I gave that part of the segment a 1 star. So.
Yeah, I gave it a 1 as well.
It was bad.
Then we had a tag team match with The Miz and R-Truth versus Drew and Elias. I gave that a 1.
I gave it a 3. I liked it.
That
was a 10-minute match too, but I liked it. I liked it. I've forgotten all about what was it? The Truth?
The 24-hour?
No. The Miz and R-Truth. They were a tag team.
Awesome Truth.
Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So that's what kind of made. Oh, okay, cool. I get to see it again, and so that's why I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 3 as well.
Did you?
I'm over Drew McIntyre and with Shane and Elias don't belong there. He doesn't.
It's something. Yeah. It's like I think he's better by himself.
Yes, he is
better by himself, and leave it at that.
And I don't want to be corporate Elias. No,
absolutely not. So.
We had Paige backstage with the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah,
and they run into the Iconics.
I love the Iconics. Did you see their faces when they did it? When Carrie saying Paige, when they go Iconic, they didn't. The look on the Iconics.
Yeah, that was
hilarious. Oh my god, that is not like how you do it.
Yo, that was hilarious.
I love that segment.
This was a good segment. They challenged them for a match, and if they win that match in Japan, they'll get a #1 contender shot at the tag team title. So
I mean, what's that tell you right there?
Yeah, they're winning in Japan.
Exactly.
They're winning in Japan.
Pretty much.
And they're losing.
They'll lose it the next night on SmackDown.
Then we had a 24/7 match where R-Truth thought Drake Maverick was Carmella, and Drake Maverick wins the 24/7 title. And he drives up, and R-Truth with the line of the century. I didn't know Carmella was getting married. Why did she invite me? I thought this was a great segment. I gave it a 4. I thought it was good. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm getting sick of R-Truth as a 24/7 champ, but now he has a T-shirt as a 24/7 champ, so he's going to keep it for a while. But, so afterwards, Drake Maverick got married. And at his wedding, R-Truth took the title back from him. So
Drake Maverick's wife was very pretty.
She's very pretty.
What in the hell is he packing?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
He's got that long dong. He got that dongy dong. Was she Spanish though? She looked Hispanic.
Yeah, I don't know. She's something.
She was very pretty though, and you know, I wouldn't. I mean, you know, hey, for each his own, but okay.
Well, at least he got to marry her with the belt.
Yeah, and that I thought was hysterical. Yeah, that was funny.
Then we had Kofi and Seth against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, 2 out of 3 falls match.
Again.
Why? I gave this a 1.
I gave it a... No, go ahead.
I gave it a 1, and I'm just like... Actually, no, I gave it a 2. Sorry. I had my papers. I gave it a 2. Yeah. It was a good match, but... Well, I don't want to see it again.
No, I gave it a 2.5 stars because I did like it somewhat. It wasn't the greatest. My thing is, and the reason why I gave it a 2.5 stars is because there were 3 segments for New Day in this 2 hours of SmackDown. And that's just too much. Way too much. And there was no reason for this at all. No. At all. No. When they could have did something completely different with Kofi and Dolph Ziggler to go into Stomping Grounds. Right. And they didn't. They did it. They ended with this. Yeah. You know? Yeah. The match was, for me, down the middle, though. So that's why I gave it a 2.5 stars.
And at the end of this whole thing, Paul Heyman is rubbing his bottom lip and looking at Kofi and Seth. I think he didn't really... Well, he doesn't have a chin, so he couldn't rub the bottom of his chin. He's rubbing his lip.
Nice.
He's got big lips, though.
Overall, I gave SmackDown a 2 stars.
2?
Yeah.
Overall...
Yeah, actually, that was mine, too.
Overall, SmackDown for me ended up being a 1 star.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was bad. And like I said, I gave SmackDown a 2 because there were some interesting things, but there was a lot of things that just ruined it for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is now time for NXT POV. Mamma Mia!
Mama! No. Go ahead, Rick.
Oh, Mamma Mia!
Someone call a priest.
Jeez.
Damian Priest, that is.
Whoa!
Damian Priest defeats Raul Mendoza.
Yeah. I gave it a 2.5. I gave it 2.5. It was the reason why I gave it 2.5 because it was too quick.
Yeah.
You know, way too quick.
But Damian Priest needs these kinds of wins, I guess, just to build them up. You know?
He does. Now, which is a better name though, Damian Priest or Punishment Martinez?
Punishment Martinez.
Really?
Martinez.
Yeah. Well, so it's about half. Okay.
What are we gonna call him? Pun? Hey, Pun!
What a pun!
Yeah.
Pun Martinez in the house.
William Regal comes out and announces an 8-man bracket tournament. The new bracket, the new Breakout Star tournament. Says you win the tournament, you get any title options, whatever title you want. I am sorry, I don't like William Regal. So I gave this a 2. Whatever. How do you pronounce? Is it Zia? Xia?
Zia? Yeah.
Zia Lee.
Zia Lee.
She defeated Tainum Conti.
It was Tainara Conti or some shit like that.
Tainara
Conti. Yeah.
I gave it a 2.5 stars because I liked Zia Lee, boy.
Yeah, I think you got Asian persuasion over there.
I think he does too.
Yeah, you got your little dumpling, and now you got a Zia Lee.
Yeah.
I gave that a 2.
I gave it a 2.5. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of excitement in it within the 4 minutes they had.
Yeah, and then we had our main event. We had Undisputed Era up against Tyler Breeze. Velveteen Dream, excuse me,
Whoa.
and Matt Riddle.
Ew, spit it out.
This was a good match. I gave it a 4. I was really excited about this match.
I gave this one a 3.
Yeah, I mean, Undisputed Era, I'm just all over them.
Yeah.
Everything they do is gold to me. I love the little beef between Tyler Breeze and Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, rumor has it that a certain partner of Tyler Breeze is returning to NXT.
Fandango.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like a
And-
Fandango.
Yeah. You like a
And
Fandango.
another man from Sanity, Killian Dane, he's returning to NXT.
Really? I didn't know
apparently.
that.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
So they pretty much broken up Insanity.
Oh,
Sanity.
Yeah.
But the one thing too about NXT was the reason why I gave it a 3 stars for that main event match was because they took up a lot of time in the beginning. You know, they took up 12 minutes in the beginning where, it's an hour long, but try to get as much as you can in. I get they were trying to tell a story, but we already knew this story going in. You know what I'm saying? So, in the beginning, there was just a lot of promo work, but I thought it was good. It wasn't that bad. That beginning part, I gave it a 2, but that's why I gave the Matt Riddle the main event match. That's why I gave it a 3. So,
all right. Well, overall, I gave NXT 2.5 stars.
That's exactly what I got.
That's exactly what I got too.
That's
Look
what I
at
gave
this,
him.
yeah.
Wow, that's a first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. For a first, this is the first.
it was the first for the first.
Yeah, no, I gave it a 2.5 stars because, within that hour, you still saw a lot of excitement. The women, even though they only got a 4-minute match, it was still good. It was still entertaining, so.
And Tony, I thought it was a firm.
Oh! It's back!
God,
Oh, man.
why me?
All right. Well, it's now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. NXT is running away with this.
Yeah, they are.
6 to Raw's 3s to SmackDown's 1s. Every Thursday, you guys get to vote on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, and we take into consideration your votes. This week it didn't happen because Miguel Cole is missing, and
He didn't put it out
concerned
there.
about him.
You didn't put it out there.
So, Tony,
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown or NXT this week?
Well, being that we tried this new rating system, I'm going to go from how I rated it. I gave Raw, what did I give Raw? 3? Yeah, I gave, the overall was a 3, and then NXT with a 2.5, and then SmackDown with 2. So my vote this week is for Raw.
All right, and if we're going by the ratings, which we are, I went with NXT 2.5 and Raw and SmackDown with 2. So I went with NXT this week. Mimi.
And me, Raw was a 2, SmackDown was a 1, and NXT was a 2.5.
All right, so that means NXT is continuing to run away with this with their 7th victory in 11 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy. NXT is up 7 to Raw's 3 to SmackDown's 1. SmackDown,
Jesus.
when you move to Fox, you better mollywop these mofos.
I'm saying.
Jesus, man. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Don't let Cardi B hear you say that.
I know, right? She'll get poos. All right, so now it is time for the Wrestling POV WWE Stomping Grounds pay-per-view points game. We haven't played this in a long time, people. It's been a while.
Yeah, we don't even know who the champ
We
is.
don't even know who the champ is. So by that, we're going to go over the rules real quick. Nothing hard. So, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. It is worth 10 points. You have 10 points to wager in this match only. Of course, it has an added stipulation of 3 extra points if you can guess the pin, submission, countout, DQ, or no contest. If you if you choose no contest, you cannot wager anything. You understand? You can't, not wager, but you can't pick a winner. So that means your wager is off. So all you would get max is 3 points for that match. But if everybody else is going to max that shit out, guess what? While they got minus 13, hey, you got a plus 3, my man.
Oh, snap.
Okay? So then there's other matches in here, obviously, that are 5 points. You got only 5 points to wager. I say this every damn time, but it never fails. We get people like Cousin Jay who maxes out on their points and all this other stuff. People, when you max your points, you are at risk of being in the negative. Unless you really know what's going on and is behind the backstage and know who's going to win and who's going to lose.
Then you shouldn't be playing.
Then you shouldn't be maxing it out. You know, I'll probably end up maxing that out anyway because I don't know. No, I doubt it. But my thing is, like I said, you have a certain amount of points. All you got to do is just wager between it. You can even wager 1 point if you want. I've seen some people who played the game really smart and would wager 1 point and would still be ahead because they didn't lose that much. Because if you max it out and they lose, guess what? You lose that whole thing. You lose those points. Obviously, if they win, you win it. You get those points. So, we ready?
Yes.
Sure? Yeah?
Yes.
Anything I missed?
Nope.
No. All right. So these are not in order, people. They're not in order.
Oh, well, before we go into that,
Sure.
we do have our current champion is Dusty Riley. Our interstate champion is the $50 man, Clay Cummings.
Whoa.
Our overseas champion is Wilfredo Cruz.
Whoa! Look at that. So
And who's our third champion?
and the turd.
And the third is Trevor Campbell, who was going back and forth on the poll this week.
Oh, was he?
So he had a lot of shit to say, and he got a shitty award.
Oh, during the poll this week. Oh, okay. That was okay. I didn't know that. Well,
Wow.
look at there. All right.
Would you look at that?
From Australia. All right. Look at that, Mike. So he should like the Iconics then.
Iconic!
All right, so let's get on with it. These are not in order, so don't shoot me. All right, first one I got is Tony Nese, who is the current Cruiserweight champion, versus Akira Tozawa versus Drew Gulak. This is a 10-pointer with the stipulation. I'll go first. I say Tony Nese retains. I'm going to go 8 points with a pin. Mimi.
I'm hoping that Tony Nese loses. And I'm sick of Gulak, so I'm going to go with Tozawa. 6 points with a pin.
Oh. Has Tozawa ever won the championship?
Yeah,
he has.
he
right?
won when he was with Titus Worldwide.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was. All right, Rick.
I'm going with Tony Nese. I mean, who's watching 205 Live anymore?
Apparently
Tony
not a lot
Nese-
of people.
10 points, pinfall. Yeah, I mean, as the current Wrestling POV global champion, I'm trying to get two championships at once.
Two. Ricky Two Belts.
Two belts.
Oh, Lord.
All right, then there's Big E and Xavier Woods versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This is a 5-pointer. Mimi.
What?
Yeah, apparently that's on the card.
Yeah.
Mimi, who you got?
I want KO and Sammy to win. 4 points.
All right, Rick.
Gotta go with the New Day, 5 points.
Really? After they beat the crap out of them on this past
Yeah,
SmackDown?
because I feel like Kevin and Sammy are gonna be involed with the finish of the
With
other
the finish
match.
of the that could
Yeah.
be true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But I'm only gonna go 1 point, just one,
Interesting.
just one, because it won't hurt me that bad. Because I don't know about this because they did lose on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the trend of if they lose on the Raw or SmackDown before the pay per view, that means they'll win or lose on the pay per view. All right. Up next, Samoa Joe, the United States Championship versus Ricochet. This is a 10-pointer with the 3-point stipulation. Rick, who do you got?
This is tough.
This was tough.
You know, I'm going to Ricochet. And I'm going to go
Really?
with 5 points. And I'm going to go pinfall.
Wow. All right. I'm going to stick with Samoa Joe only because they can't be flip-flopping it with Samoa Joe that much, even though I do want Ricochet to win. So I'm going to go Samoa Joe. I'm going to go 7 points submission. Mimi, who you got?
And I agree with you with that, Tony. I'm going with Samoa Joe, 10 points submission.
Oh. All right.
Just remember this, guys. Joe only got the belt back because Ray got hurt.
Exactly. That is
So
true.
maybe it's a short reign for Joe. That's
It-
why
I
that's
don't
why I
think
went with
so.
Ricochet.
Okay. Then up next is Roman Reigns.
Joe, I don't think Ray's injury was a real injury because his shoulders weren't pinned. Just saying. All right, proceed.
Jesus Christ. All right, so then up next it was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This is only 5 points. I'm going to go Roman Reigns, 5 points. Mimi.
I also went Roman Reigns, but I did 3 points.
Okay, Rick.
I gotta go Roman Reigns, 3 points.
Alrighty. All right, up next, it's for the SmackDown Championship. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. This is 10 points with the 3-point stipulation. Mimi, who you got?
I went Heavy Machinery
Really?
pin.
Wow. Rick?
That's who I want to win, but
Sure. I hear you.
I'm going Daniel Bryan and Rowan, 2 points, pinfall.
Oh, wow. I also am going to go with Rowan and Daniel Bryan. I'm going to go 7 points, and I'm going to go pin. So up next, it is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. This is also 10 points with the 3-point stipulation. Rick, who you got?
I'm going to go... Oh, man. Nikki Cross is definitely interfering in this
Yeah,
match.
for sure.
But it depends on how
She does it,
does it cause a disqualification? Does Alexa get mad at her? I'm going to go with Bayley. I'm going to go 7 points, and I'm going to go pinfall.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go Bayley. I'm going to go 10 points. 10 points pin for me. Mimi.
I'm going to go with Bayley, 9 points pin.
Wow. All right. Up next, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Tag Team Championship. 10 points, 3-point stipulation. Who's it on?
You.
Me? I'm going Becky Lynch. She's winning it. I'm going to go 10-point submission. Mimi, who you got?
I have Becky Lynch, 8 points. Let's do submission.
Alrighty, Rick.
I'm going Becky Lynch, 10 points, pinfall. She's been doing that pump handle slam finisher now.
Yeah.
So I'm going pin.
You said 10 points?
Yes.
Okay. Up next, Kofi Kingston. Actually, you know what? Before that, I forgot to put this in there, and this was because I don't know why it's not even in here. The Iconics. This is a non-title match, right? Aren't they fighting on Stomping Ground?
No. They're fighting in Japan.
In Japan.
No. I thought they were fighting the Iconics to see if they win, then they get a title shot.
That's in Japan.
No, they're gonna fight that match in Japan. That's not happening on Stomping Grounds.
Oh, I thought at Stomping Grounds they were going to fight.
No.
And if Kairi Sane and Asuka win, then at Japan they will get the title shot.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Don't forget it then. Then up next is Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship versus Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage. Now, being that it's in a steel cage, there is no stipulations, but the points is 15 points. Rick, right? It's on you?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, sure. Who you got?
Dolph Ziggler, 8 points.
Dolph Ziggler, 8. Wow. All right. I'm going to stick with Kofi Kingston only because I got an inside scoop that the next pay-per-view is going to be Dolph and Kofi again. I'm going to go 11 points, Kofi Kingston. Mimi.
I'm going to go Dolph Ziggler, 12 points.
Wow. All right. The main event, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin for the Universal Championship. This is a 10-pointer with the 3-point stipulation. It's on me. I'm going to go Seth Rollins. I think there's going to be some kind of haberdashery going to happen in this match. So I'm going to...
Some kind of scuttlebutt?
Some kind of scuttlebutt. I'm going to go Seth Rollins. I'm going to go 10 points pin. That's what I'm going to go with. Mimi.
Wow. I went Seth, 8 points pin.
Nice.
Wow, this special guest referee is... I don't know who it's going to be.
I don't know either.
But I got to go Seth Rollins, 6 points, pinfall.
Wow. So, there it is, folks. Good luck to all the Jews. Have fun. Enjoy. Will we have a new champion? I think we will. So, before we close the show, it is time to go over the book. Those are that news in the show. Basically, what we do is we put the most ridiculous things into the book just so we can talk about it and have fun and get a good laugh. So, we ready?
Yes.
All right, John Cena's hair don't.
It stays.
Really?
Stays.
Stay still? Okay. Shane's Damn Ego times 8. Jesus Christ.
Stays.
Matt Riddle's chanclas.
Stays.
Lafayette, Louisiana crowd stays.
Until they go to Louisiana.
Renee Young's commentary.
Stays.
Stays.
Kofi's mic privileges times 3.
Stays.
Undertaker's skullet.
Stays.
I mean,
wait a
after
second.
what he went through, we got to take it.
I think so too. Let's take it out.
Okay, yeah, okay. But wait.
What?
Renee Young,
Yeah.
with her commentary, didn't we, like 2 weeks ago, said we give it one more week, and if
I thought we did too, yeah.
she's a lifer now?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, let's give her stomping grounds.
Okay, we'll give her stomping
We'll give her-
grounds. Just remember that, though. All right, so stomping grounds, if she doesn't improve, then she'll be a lifer.
She's might as well just go into the life.
She might as well. Robert Roode's porn star mustache.
It stays.
Kofi's 11 years stays.
Stays.
Mrs. Daddy issues definitely stays.
Definitely stays.
He put
Times
his
two.
hands on my father.
I think Daddy issues
Then-
times 2.
Daddy's sticky promo.
She hasn't done one,
Well, she did a little bit.
but it wasn't
Oh,
stinky.
yeah.
at
No, she
Raw.
stays.
Yeah, she stays.
Yeah.
Because of the way she was looking at the phone, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's like, it's awful. All right, Kofi's armpit tetas.
It's still in his armpits.
Stays.
My God. New Day's fucking pancakes.
That's
Stays.
Nicole Cross.
Stays.
And the new entrant to the book, Bailey's Badunkadunk. Oh my God. All right, that is cool. So, nothing on Miguel.
Nothing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nothing. All
I haven't
right.
heard anything yet.
Well, all right, sure. He's MIA for now, I guess. Hopefully he'll be with us next week. So, with that being
I don't
said...
think he's in Miami.
No?
Yeah, you said MIA. Miami.
I'm going to Miami.
All right. With that being said, that is the end of the show. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with...
Mimi Goody.
And the third wheel.
Rick Serrano the third.
And the missing Miguel. So, I guess, I don't know.
Adios.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right. We ready for this one?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because I never told them about what I do with my songs. Like how many? Nobody asked. That's fucked up. All right, here we go.
You took him out the book and he rose again.
Rose again. All right, I'm gonna do one more. I don't like that one. All right, ready?
Yes. It's Sean Spears.
John Spears. If you guys said anything but Ty Dillinger, you're wrong. It's not
wait.
Ty Dillinger.
Wait, Tony.
What?
Hold on. Cut the music.
What?
I just got a text from Miguel.
Yeah.
And he says, guys, I'm home.